finally figured out your scoreboard. It makes sense. Yeah. Is that right? Yeah, okay. Hey, Bryce, if you guys win, you can't stay at our place tonight.
Okay. That was really.
Got your starters, Joey?
Wheat starch.
Do we have the Millar men yet? How come I don't have the Millar men lineup? Huh. That's strange. Yeah. Show yours. Okay, great. That's only, that's only Prairie pilot. Oh, hello. Sorry there. Man, oh man. Couldn't see it for looking at it. Okay. I just need it for one more. It is Wednesday, October 16th. Here again. Yeah. Great. Oh, that'd be great. Thank you. Oh, my. It says that's what we need to. Do we have the next? Oh, you want this called? What? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm not going to. I do. Thank you. Sorry? Oh, okay. No, yeah. Hey, thanks a lot, man. I love fries.
And good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, welcome to Pack Volleyball here at the RDAC. Introducing, first of all, the visitors from Millar, Saskatchewan. The starters, first of all, number 1, Matt Boozemworth. Number 2, Sean Thompson. Number 3, Park Letts. Number 6, Keenan Dirksen. Number 7, Aaron Rampold. Number 12, Captain Bryce Parrott. And number 13, Evan Hildebrand. And now for your pilots. Put your hands together, make some noise for these boys. Number 1, the captain, Luke Capton. Number 3, Callum Edwards. Number 4, Peter Decker. Number 5, Nathan Esau. Number 13, Seth Hall. And number 14, Benjamin Mucker. Head coach for the men's roster, Joey Tiong. Let's play some volleyball. Let's just pray. Commit this game to the Lord. Thank you, Lord, that we can experience great sport here on the court today. These players keep safe from injury and graduate check as well. Thank you for time together. In Jesus' name, amen. Just about set to get this first game underway. Millar took it in 3 straight last night, so hopefully the pilots, as the ladies did this afternoon, can at least take it to 4 or 5. Serving for the pilots to get the game underway, Nathan Esau. So we are underway here in game number 1 at the RDAC in Three Hills. Millar men against the Pilots. A 1-1 tie right now in the early stages of this first game. Number 2, Sean Thompson serving for Millar. Luke Capton, number 1, puts it down on the kill. He was off his game last night, but not tonight. Well, the Pilots off to a good start. Mocker, the serve. Some infraction against the Pilots. That'll give Millar. Serving number 3, Park Letts. Nice jump serve by Park. There's Mocker. Oh, Mocker is into the Millar territory, just across the line. You've got to keep that foot off the center line. Big punch back into the Millar territory off the serve. Serving now for the Pilots, number 1, Luke Capton. He floats it out of bounds. Tough luck there by Luke. It's tied at 4 here in the beginning of game 1. Number 7, Aaron Rampold serving for Millar. He floats it out of bounds. Number 13, Seth Hall serving. And for the Pilots is number 15, Daniel Chung. Out of bounds it goes. Pilots up to a 6-5 lead, game 1. Number 3, Callum Edwards serving. Nice block, but that's going to go out of bounds and right through the basket on the south side of the Ardac. Post game here in game 1, tied at 6. Nice block there. Nathan Esau on the block. Serving for the Pilots, number 4, Peter Decker. Nice serve by Decker. Bryce Parrott hits it for Millar. Now Capton just taps it over and gets it to fall. On the net and slamming it down. Park Letts. Number 1, Matt Buzamworth serving. Park-Letts with another kill for the Pilots. Make that the Millar edge. And Boozemworth will serve again. He's 6'2". Matt Boozemworth from Olds, Alberta. Number of people from Olds, students from Olds, are at Millar. As Boozemworth this time serves it right into the net, and that gives the Pilots the chance to serve. Seth Hall back into the game for the Pilots. Number 5, Nathan Esau serving. And Ben Mocker on the set. As it go out of bounds. Number 2, Sean Thompson serving. And he serves an ace as Peter Decker unable to pick it off the deck. And Thompson will serve again. There's Mocker. Down to Seth Hall, but I believe Ben Mocker was stepping on that center line again. And that gives the guests the point at 11-9. Into the net it goes. Easy point for the Pilots. 11-10. Ben Mocker, number 14, serving for the Pilots. Seth Hall finishing it off. Nice feed there by Luke Capton. And Seth Hall is the one that slides it down the net on the other side. Mocker on the serve. Oh, nice kill there by the Millar edge. Into mid-range and able to get to it. Park-Letts on the serve. Decker pops it up. Now to Mocker. Now to Capton. He tips it right across the net. And it falls to the floor. And the Pilots have now tied it at 12. Luke Capton, number 1, serving. And Bryce Parrott trying to get it across the line, and he can't do so. Seth Hall and also Peter Decker are there. Here's Capton. Little chip over the net from Millar. And it lands on the floor, 13. And we're tied. Back in for Millar, number 1, Matt Boozemworth. Seth Hall unable to get it over the net, and that gives Millar their 14th point. They lead 14-13. Number 7, Aaron Rampold serving. Nice serve. There's Mocker down to Esau. Esau puts it across. Controlled by Millar. Captain now to Mocker, now to Decker. He pokes it across. From the back line, here's Esau, now to Capton. Not quite on the third hit. Rampold will serve again. Nice battle at the net here. Let's see, what do we got? going to go over to Millar. Probably a center line encroachment again. As Rampold continues to serve. 13-16. Score favors Millar. Bryce Parrott. Yeah, for Seth Hall. As Bryce Parrott for Millar put it back on the kill, but it was dug out by the Pilots. And Seth Hall was there to put it down. Now serving number 14, Seth Hall. Here's a third hit. Decker has it. Not a parent of Millar. There's from the... Oh! It goes down and into the floor on the Millar side. 15-16. Pilots trail just by one. Hall with the serve again. Parrott, nice block there by Decker. At the net again. Oh, it's off and out of bounds. Let's see, is it gonna... Daniel Chun in for the Pilots. Seth Hall to take a seat. Bryce Parrott now serving number 12. Bacher to Decker. No. Blocked at the net. Pilots trail 15-18, game one. There's the slam over. Pilots recover. At the net. Esau battle, and it's going to go over to the Pilots. They're going to get the point. Serving for the Pilots, number 3, Callum Edwards. Something happened at the net. Pilots thought they had the point, but the referee is awarding it to Millar. Number 6, Keenan Dirksen serving. Here's Dirksen the serve. Captain off his arm. Back to Captain. The third hit. At the net. Out. Just tipped out by Busenworth of Millar in a quickly played first game. Peter Decker now serving. Two hits, they say, on Millar from the same player, and you can't do that. 18-19, Pilots trail by one. Nice serve there by Decker. Slam it down, yeah! Capped on. Oh, just a second. Somebody must have been on the net or on the midline. Aaron Rampol back into the game for Millar. On the serve, number 1, Matt Busenworth. Chun now to Esau, and once again, Chung is called on the double hit. There's Busenworth on the serve. Chung, nice pop up. And Captain is going to have to just tip it over. Nice block by Bacher. And out of bounds. Seth Hall back into the game for the Pilots. Number 2, Sean Thompson serving now for Millar. Mocker now to Capton, and Capton unable to get to it before it goes out of bounds. And the Pilots trail 19-23. Game 1 of the best of 5. The ladies went to all 5. Timeout has been called by the Pilots. They trail 19-24 in game number 1. We'd love to hear from you. 403-443-0249. Tell us where you're listening to or watching in from today. Had a guy from Peace River, Alberta that was watching the ladies' match. So just tell us where you're watching from today. We'd love to hear from you. All set to go back to the live action. Millar on the verge of taking game 1. Pilots down 19-24. Mocker to Hall. Pushing it over. Back it comes Parrott. And it's a block there by Capton. Boy, did he get excited after he delivers a kill or a block. 20-24. Mocker on the serve. Puts it right over. I thought it was going to go into the net. And Mocker gets it back to Decker. Now to Esau. Esau punching it over. Controlled by Millar. And Bryce Parrott puts it across to win this first game, 25-20. Looks like we're only hearing from Millar people today so far on our chat. So come on, some of you Pilots need to weigh in here with your comments. Brooklyn Dirksen says, "Go Millar." All set for game 2. Pilots trail 1-0-1. Time to get game. Now coming into the game for Millar. Hello. There we go. Now serving to start game 2, number 14, Noah Rowe. Just underway here in the second game with Millar serving and leading 1-0 right now. Oh, there was a dandy serve by Noah Rowe. Here's Noah. He's going to float that one out of bounds. So the Pilots get their first point. Now serving number 5, Nathan Esau. Into the Pilots territory. Down to the floor it goes. Off the hit there by Parkletts. 3-1 Millar. Up on the jump serve now for Millar. Nathan Esau is going to have to punch it around. We'll get 3 hits for the Pilots. Now the kill out of bounds. Millar point. So Millar out to a 6-1 lead here in game 2. They won the first one 25-20. Esau, now Decker for the back. Nice slam there by Decker, now into the net, and nobody can get that one. Now serving for the Pilots, number 14, Ben Mocker. Kept on to Decker to the back. Now to the net. Too many hits on the Millar side. Ben Mocker, third straight serve. Floats it over. At the net. Nice block by Hall into the net. From the other side on the block. And so the Pilots continue to serve. Ben Mocker. Into the net. Oh, that's a rally killer. Now serving number 5, Nolan Fontaine. That goes down to the floor. And the Pilots find themselves behind 5-8. Fontaine on the serve. To Decker, and it goes off his hands and out of bounds. Punched up, now to Mocker, now to Kepton, tipping it over to the floor. Number 13, Evan Hildebrand checking back in. He's the libero. Nice kill by the Millar netmen. Frontmen, anyway. 6-10. Pilots trail here in game number 2. Peter Decker trying the kill, had the right idea, but the ball just went past the end line. Oh, they're going to give. Now they're going to give the Pilots the point. Now Miller get that one back. Serving for Miller, number 6, Keenan Dirksen. Tough luck there by Luke Captain. He just put the ball wide, or I should say long. And so Miller will get another chance here. They lead 12-7. Nice kill there by Nathan Esau. Number 3, Callum Edwards serving. To the net, the battle of the net. Oh, a big kill there by Parklets. He's from Westlock, Alberta. Boy, can he put it down. Coming in for Miller, number 5, Nolan Fontaine. Now the block at the net by Miller, as Esau tried to put it down. And so the Pilots now trail 8-14 in game 2. To Mocker. Decker just pokes it over. Saved by Miller. And a block at the net. Esau doing his best, but his opponent on the other side got the best of him. And number 1, Matt Buzamore serving. There's Parklets once again. He is a force at the net. We have a timeout for your Pilots. They trail 8-16 in game number 2. Back to the live action. Pilots trying to come back in this game. And you'll tune now. We got no double hit on Daniel. He's having trouble out there, but the way it goes, you have to have a clean hit off those fingers. There's Capton able to control it, punching it over down the line. Nice work there by Esau. At 9:17, Pilots trail. Now serving for the Pilots, number 4, Peter Decker. A battle at the net. It's going to go out of bounds. Almost hit the ceiling here in the Ardak. It goes out of bounds, and the 10th point goes to the Pilots. Here's Peter Decker. Signs not to jump serve and puts it into the net. That's tough. That's definitely the biggest rally killer when you have an uncontested serve and you put it into the net. Parklet's decided not to kill it that time. Controlled by Capton. At the net again. Second hit for the Pilots. Now the third hit by Capton. Nice work by Millar to dig that one out and get it back. But it's Peter Decker that punches it to the back. Controlled by Millar at the net. There, this goes over the block of Esau and Mocker and goes to the floor for the 19th point for the Pilot. Make that the Millar edge. Just rolls over the net. Hits the top white ribbon and falls into Pilots territory for a 20-10 lead for Millar. Ooh, hits the floor right in front of Colin Edwards. Boy, that was spinning and downturn. 21-10 Millar. They've all of a sudden just stretched things out. Ben Thompson now coming into the game for the Pilots. I was almost able to catch it over here at the scorer's table. Boy, that was spinning as well. As Noah Rowe put a spin on that one. June now to Mocker. Now to Capton. Come on, Luke. Put it down again. Yes. Came right back to him. And this time he made no mistake on the kill. Number 5, Nathan Esau serving. Not exactly. Oh, they're going to double hit. (23-11) Millar leading, and they won the first game 25-20. Into the net from Parklet's for Millar. Mocker on the serve. At the net. It's going to go to Millar. Or make that, the Pilots will get it. Yes. They'll get the point. There's Capton. Big Seth Hall is there. And Seth focuses to the back. Control now at the net. Hildebrand rolling it over. But it's going to go over to the Pilots on the point as it went out of, hit the antenna. And that is out of bounds. Mocker on the serve. A double hit called on the Millar edge. Once again, that ball is going to come off your hand very, very clean. They leave it, and it goes to the floor, uncontested, and Ben Mocker gets an ace there. Brought the Pilots back 16-23. Into the net. Nolan Fontaine unable to put it over the net. So Mocker will serve it again. And once again, Millar encroaching that line into the Pilots' territory. So the Pilots making a run for it here. Hildebrand on the block there by Luke Capton. Hildebrand tried to get it over the left hand, and Capton was right there and said, take it back. So Mocker on the serve again. Oh, and Parklets comes from mid to put it into the net. And another point for the Pilots. They're not going away quietly. They were down 10-22 at one time. Here we go. Luke Capton. No! Oh, out of bounds. As the ball spun around. A couple of players swung at it, missed it. Serving for Millar, number 5, Nolan Fontaine. He puts it into the net. 21-24 Millar. Number 13, Evan Hildebrand into the game. Capton on the serve. At the net, tipped over, controlled now by the Pilots. Esau puts it into the net, and that's the game at 25-21. We'll come back for the third game, and that is coming up in 3 minutes. The next home action for your Pilots coming up on Wednesday, October 16th, via Berman University. Wednesday, October 16th, via Berman University, and that'll be right here at the RDAC Wednesday night, October 16th.
And a paper. Go ahead.
Now serving for the Pilots to get game 3 underway, it is Nathan Esau. So Nathan Esau gets game 1 underway with a nice serve. As Bartlett's puts it over, but Luke kept on pushing it down. Controlled though by the Millar Edge now to the Pilots. Here's Luke kept on, puts it down and gets it. So the Pilots must win this game to prolong the action. There's the serve, dug off the floor. Mocker now to Luke kept on. It's going to go big back, but Millar has a chance on the third hit here. They swing it over. Back to Mocker. Now to Seth Hall. He puts it too far out of bounds. Serving for Millar, number 2, Sean Thompson. A lot of double hits per player. Mocker back now. Decker puts it into the net. Tough luck there by Peter. And the guests are up 3-2 in game number 3. Decker pops up. Oh, the Pilots got turned around there at the net, and the ball just fell to the floor. Big Seth Hall. He's got to be probably 6'3" anyway. There's Capton, puts it to the ground. We are in game number 3. The Pilots must win this game to prolong this match. There's Bartlett's off a couple of players, but controlled now by Mocker. Back to Peter Decker. He swings it over. Right down. There's Aaron Rampold slamming it to the floor on the kill. Esau digs. Now the Pilots. Well, let's see. Somebody's going to swing it, but not hard enough. And it stays in the Pilots' territory, and it's a point for Millar. Bartlett's on the serve, the jump serve, but that went too far and out of bounds. Now serving for the Pilots, number 1, Luke Capton. Big kill there by Keenan Dirksen. Millar. Malfunction at the junction for the Millar Edge. That gives the point to the Pilots at 5-7. Now serving for the Pilots, Seth Hall. That floats one over. And the Pilots try to block. They half blocked it, I guess you might say, and just spun off the net and out of bounds. Serving number 12, Bryce Parrott. And you'll tune to Luke Capton. He hammers it across the net. A couple of Millar players went to get the ball, went off their hands and slid down the net and to the floor. A point for Millar. Number 3, Callum Edwards on the serve. Down it goes. Esau on the block. And the Pilots now come within 1 at 7-8. Once again, not a good set on the Millar side. 2 or 3 players jumping. And it goes to the floor, and the Pilots have tied it at 8. Finding an open spot. Millar edge and just putting it over the net and down the line. And they go to a 9-8 lead. Now serving for the Millar edge, number 6, Keenan Dirksen. Mocker there. Oh, Esau unable to get up, and once he did get up near the top of the net, he had a couple of opponents looking at him, and they blocked it and gives it back to Millar. There's Mocker, is going to have to swing it over. He does. Down it comes. Kept alive by the Pilots. Comes over and down the line, out of bounds for Millar. And the Pilots are now within 1 at 9-10. This is game number 3. The Pilots must win to prolong this match. And kept on the slam to the floor. It did touch one of the Millar players, and so the Pilots have tied it at 10. Oh, Bartlett. He's got a great vertical leap, and he just slammed that ball to the floor. We're all tied at 11. Kept on now to Decker. Oh, trying to go down the left wing and just a little wide for Peter Toughlack. Now serving for Millar, number 2, Sean Thompson. Thompson, nice serve, and Esau going on a face plant there. And so Millar moving ahead 13-11. Kept on into the net, Toughlack. Millar stretching it to 14-11 here in game number 3. Oh, the best of 5. And then Sean Thompson helps the Pilots' cause by putting the ball into the net on the serve. Number 14, Ben Mocker, serving for the Pilots. That point is going to go to the Pilots. I believe somebody stepped over the line on the Millar edge side. A double hit on one of the edge. That ties the score at 14. Mocker continues to serve for the Pilots. Down the line, and Seth Hall and Luke Capton making a good team there at the net and denying Park Letts of a point on the slam. Mocker serving very well. There's Bryce Parrott slamming it off a couple of hands of the Pilots and out of bounds. Ties the score at 15. Now to Luke Capton to the floor with authority. 16-15 Pilots. Now serving, number 1, Luke Capton. Out of bounds off the hands of some of the Pilots. And that is going to get a point for the Millar edge. Aaron Rampold on the serve. Nice effort there by Esau, trying to get that ball from way out of bounds back into the court, which he did, but just couldn't get it over the net. Serving for the Pilots, number 1, Seth Martin. Make that Seth Hall. Bryce Parrott's putting it off the shoulder of Ben Walker out of bounds. And so Millar, as we go back and forth in this third game, lead by 1. Ooh, off the hands of Luke Capton, going the wrong way. And Millar now lead by 2 in game 3. Previous 2 games have been very close, 25-20 and 25-21. There's a one that's going to float out of bounds and give the Pilots their 18th point. Serving now for the Pilots, number 3, Colin Edwards. Callum puts that into the net. Number 6, Keenan Dirksen serving. There's Mocker now to Esau. Puts it in. Nice play there by Esau as he spotted the 6 had moved up and to the back of the court it went. Decker, nice serve. Punched up by the Millar. Ooh, there's Park Letts once again. He just about knocked Daniel Chun off his feet. Now Daniel dove for it, but there was no way he was going to be able to get that one. A rocket. Whoops. And it goes over. Daniel Chun. There's Bryce Parrott. Oh, Chun and Esau or Decker go to the hardwood on a slam by Bryce Parrott. And the Pilots have called a timeout, trailing 19-22. Serving number 5, Nolan Fontaine. Chun puts it across the line. Now to Mocker. Now to Capton. Trying to find an open spot. Can't. Millar control. Oh, the kill. 23-19 for Millar. Boy, you've got some guys that can just power that ball. Wow. The line once again. No, that time Parklets was unable to keep it inbounds. So the Pilots have reached 20. Seth Hall back into the game for the Pilots. There's off a couple of players. Oh, tough luck there by the Pilots. Mocker and Edwards. So game, set, match coming up for Millar. So that's your game, set, match. 25-20, 25-21, and 25-20. The Pilots were in each game, but unable to get the victory. And now announcing the players of the game in the men's match. From Millar, number 6, Caden Dirksen. And from your Pilots, number 5, Nathan Esau. Don't forget the Pilots are next at home on Wednesday, October 16th via Berman. Wednesday, October 16th, be here for action against Berman. Thank you for coming to the RDAC this afternoon for Pilots Volleyball. Joey, can I get